The conclusion of Storm Hunters is right around the corner, but really quickly, 30 seconds for your national weather update. Of course, more details coming up after your show wraps up. Still dealing with high pressure in place for the prairies in Ontario through the overnight. We have the showers pushing out of the Maritimes. We even had some snow in places like Bathurst today. But high pressure really is the driving weather story here. For Newfoundland, you are also clearing out, but your temperatures are still slightly below seasonal. Single digits right across the board. Halifax at 8 degrees, 5 in St. John's. We will begin to see those temperatures rise into Tuesday. Here's Storm Hunter. Temperatures dropping signal the start of cough and cold season. So Laura, how can we find relief from that pesky cough?
Well, you first have to determine what type of cough it is. Andy is having a lozenge which can soothe a sore throat.
Okay, some great advice. Thanks, Laura. Hope you had a great weekend. I'm Michelle Mackey, joined by meteorologist Kelly Sonnenberg. We start with this beautiful photo from Innerkip, Ontario. Nice heart in the leaves, but let's dive into our developing stories.
Well, someone's going to see the coldest air of this season as we head into next week. We'll let you know who. Windy, wet weather still continues out west, and we've got Remembrance Day coming in on Friday.
Let's take you west, though, and check in with Chrissy Van. She filed this report Sunday in Nanaimo.
Those soggy conditions expected as we head into Monday and Tuesday, but a completely different story across much of the country. The prairies, Ontario, and Atlantic Canada fairly quiet as we head into next week.
High pressure dominating the weather story there. Before we dive deeper into your local weather story, we want to show you this amazing time lapse.
Well, it's that time of the show when we take a look at what's trending on social media. Kelly Sonnenberg alongside Michelle Mackey, and this past weekend has been very active on the West Coast. Our own Chrissy Van was out reporting on Vancouver Island. She was actually at a park in Courtenay, British Columbia, and salmon was swimming around her.
Yeah, this tweet is from Chrissy. Now, we also had a tweet from our very own meteorologist, Brad Rousseau.
Into Monday, expecting to bring even more rainfall. Some areas could be seeing an additional 100 millimeters. Now, Rachel had a pretty exciting weekend. She ran her first full marathon, the Hamilton Marathon. Way to go, Rachel. This is her coming through the finish line. Oh, she's finishing strong, Michelle.
Yeah, on behalf of all of us here at the Weather Network, our very own Rachel Schutzen, the biggest congratulations to you. We are all so proud of you. But Kelly, I'm pretty proud of you. This is you axe throwing.
Yeah, I wasn't running any marathons this weekend. I was throwing axes up near Yorkdale Mall in the city of Toronto. And you know, take a look at this form, Michelle. I mean, this is pretty good. I was aiming right for the bullseye.
Did you get it?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, Pixar, it didn't happen, right?
Okay. Well, and what were you up to? You went to a concert?
I did. I was front row at the Arkells at Massey Hall on Friday night. They played Saturday as well. It was one of the best concerts I've ever been to in my life. Make sure to check them out. Here's how you can find us online.
Well, thanks for making us a part of your weekend. Kelly and Michelle here to talk about some of the top weather events we're following as we head into another work and school week.
Well, for many areas in the country, it's hard to find fall temperatures above seasonal, really, from Ontario to BC. But speaking of BC, some active weather is on deck.
More rain on the way as we head through Sunday night into Monday, and those winds quite strong to about 90 to 100 kilometers an hour.
Breezy winds as well for the southern prairies into Monday, but they're out of the southwest, and we are still dealing with the warmth thanks to that ridge of high pressure. The deeper that trough digs into the west, the more amplified that ridge becomes east of the Rockies. So that's why you have those temperatures about 10 degrees above seasonal.
And we're expected to see those temperatures stick around temperatures that we saw across the Great Lakes. Those are going to slowly come to an end. By next weekend, we'll likely get into some of the coldest air of the season for parts of the Great Lakes, and chilly temperatures still sticking around for Atlantic Canada. It's been a touch chilly in that troughing pattern to keep you rather chilly.
Yeah, now the good news into Monday is that high pressure is moving into Atlantic Canada, so you can say goodbye to the showers that we've been dealing with in the Maritimes. We even had some flurries up towards Bathurst. Now, I don't know about you, but my parents always told me to rake the leaves when I was little, and I never did it. And maybe that was a good thing. Dan Martins has why.
Get sharing.
Storm Hunters starts up in 30 seconds. I'm Michelle Mackey with a quick national update. Here's how things are shaping out for the first day of the work and school week. A warm day in southern Ontario, 16 and sunshine in Toronto. Still dealing with above seasonal temperatures in the prairies as well, but the wet and windy weather set to return to BC. Here's what's happening through the overnight. Our next area of low pressure will move in. We've already seen rainfall warnings, wind warnings as well. In terms of how much rain you're going to see, the heaviest rain relegated to western Vancouver Island and the Central Coast. That's where we're in the ballpark of 150 mils of rain.